Hey guys, it's episode 1. Episode 1, baby. Dale!
Alright, so I'm kind of nervous. I'm okay with doing podcasts, but this one's different compared to the other ones. Yeah. Yeah, te la you know. This podcast is gonna be, well, obviously me and Vivi. We're gonna be talking like life updates, stuff like that. Life updates, things happening. With her life, my life, stuff like that. Which leads me to the first one. The first time we met. I know you don't remember it.
No,
You don't remember it. I kind of remember it because this was back in high school. Me and Vivi have known each other since high school, but we never talked till like 2 years ago. It's been 2 years already that we've been talking. It took us one to get together. Damn. That's vieja.
Oite.
Was the way we met, it was actually pretty like weird. We met through a friend. We're not gonna name drop people,
No.
but we know who it is. We met back in high school. I think it was like what, sophomore year?
I think so.
It was like sophomore year when we met. We were in, I think it was world geography. We really don't remember which class it was, but we met in a class and we met through another friend. And it's weird. You guys may be like, you guys knew each other in high school. How come you guys never talked? She was in her own thing. I was in my own thing. I was already dating someone at the time. I'm not gonna give names on who, because if you guys know who it was, you guys know who it was. But we knew we existed. We knew who was who. We just never talked, which is weird. Until one day I posted on Snap.
Sí, era Snap.
Bored hit me up, or just someone hit me up or something, and she slid in my DMs, even though she denies it.
Yo no me acuerdo.
No me acuerdo. She always does that, and yet after.
No, pues no me acuerdo.
I know for a fact after I stop recording, she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, babe, I slid in your DMs."
O sea, sí me acuerdo que lo hice. Que hice slide up, pero no me acuerdo.
It's weird because it's
No me
supposed to
acuerdo
be the guy.
cómo comenzó la conversation.
It's weird because it's supposed to be the guy that slides in your DMs. Instead, it was her that slid in my DMs. But yet, I'm no me salió las words, bro. But at the end of the day, I'm the one who bosses the relationship, so. ¿Qué?
No,
See what I mean? Aquí el que manda soy yo.
I can no.
This is your podcast too. Talk. Say something. The time you have to ask me questions, personal questions and stuff like that, and you don't take advantage of it.
Okay.
It's still recording, don't worry. You have a chance to like tell me stuff and ask me questions, and you don't.
Tengo que pensarla bien. Yo creo que de los nervios.
You told me you had a list of questions.
No, I don't.
You said you had some
No,
questions.
I don't. Do you have questions for me?
Yes, I actually do. And I told you in the morning the questions I had. The fact that we tried to plan this out with time, and yet you forgot your questions. You said you were gonna ask me stuff about the first time we hung out, the first time I wrestled, that you were there, and what I was feeling and stuff like that. And now you forgot? I don't know what I'm gonna answer, but I know some of the questions you were gonna ask me.
Sí, pues how did you feel the first time that we hung out?
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty disappointed. Neta. Cause like we knew we both liked each other, but yet it was like this like love-hate relationship you were giving me. Like through message you would be one person, and then we were there in person you were babe. I clearly told her I'm gonna grab your hand y que sí que lo otro.
Oh, sí,
and then two times I did mess
remember.
up. Two of the times I did mess up. I messed up totally. But that one time, that was all you. I'm about to go grab your hand and you run away. That was that love-hate relationship I felt at that moment, and I was very disappointed there. Very disappointed. Very.
Es que todavía no andábamos.
Oh, but you were saying, I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. I want to hug you.
Oilo. Tú decías eso.
You want me to go back through the previous messages before we started dating?
No.
I'll put screenshots up if I have to. Yeah. That's what I thought. How did you feel the first time we ever hung out?
I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Y eso que ya nos conocíamos desde high school, but I was nervous.
Why?
No sé.
And it's weird how it was supposed to be us three. I'm not gonna mention a third name.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being 4.
I know.
But that was because I'm like, should I call? I'm not gonna lie. I felt weird being the only guy in the group, so I made a call. Homie.
Tú también estabas nervous. Y se te notaba.
I was nervous. I won't lie. I was kind of nervous. Because I had both people, like 2 people I really cared about right there. So having that extra person there that
the other person we don't care about anymore.
Ooh. oh, you meant. I thought you meant.
No.
It's hard to understand what you mean without bringing up names.
Yeah.
We're not gonna bring up names in this podcast. If you know who you are, you know who you are. I'm pretty sure they know who they are.
Yeah.
Okay, what's another question you got?
Tú dime. Y luego otra y luego así.
Okay, going back to April.
April.
We were already at 2 months or 3 months?
3 months.
March. 3 months, yeah. Okay. Leading up to my match, the night before we were supposed to hang out, and for whatever reason we didn't hang out. So we hung out the day of my match, the 28th. I remember this like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
What was your process in your head once you saw me walk out through those curtains to go into a ring, not knowing if I was gonna come back out alive or come back not injured? What was going through your head as I was getting my ass beat? And be honest, because there's video.
No.
There's video evidence to prove this. So what was your actual thought going through your head?
I was scared.
Why? If I told you everything was gonna be okay, though.
Puedes decir una cosa, pero allá arriba puede pasar otra.
No, that's actually a true thing.
It's dangerous what you're doing.
I got like a few more left in the tank. So, hey, to Militar Junior, if you listen to this podcast, estamos pendientes. I called you out and pues you never called me back.
Y en esa lucha voy a estar.
Yo, the funniest thing about this match is that every time I rewatch it, something new happens. For example, the first time I watched it, I didn't really pay much attention. The second time I watched it, I saw that I was almost killing Orlando. I threw the stop sign in Militar and it flew past right by him and it hit Orlando. The second time I noticed that Juan was being stupid throughout the video. The third time...
Hey, no names.
I'll censor it. The third time I noticed... Militar passes by in front of Vivi and he goes, "Ese vato's gay." And Vivi makes the weirdest of faces ever.
Como like, what the fuck?
She just goes like, "Oh." That was the funniest one I've seen where she just goes, "Oh."
I know.
What was going through your head when they were like telling you off and telling you stuff like that?
¿Que eres gay?
In general, like, I'm gonna kill this guy, que este que el otro, when they were like, you know, working, pretty much like they say, working it.
Sí.
What was going through your head? Is he actually gonna kill him or what?
Yeah.
Speaking of killing, what went through your head when he grabbed that stop sign and it looked like he was gonna throw it right at my head with a sharp end first?
Y luego mis caras.
I'm not gonna lie, for a second throughout that match, like, this is just process of like now thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, not once did I think what you were thinking while I was up there. I couldn't think about it. I was too much in the adrenaline. 1, that's 1. 2, the more if I started thinking about if I get hurt, what is she gonna think? I couldn't think of that because then I wouldn't have done the moves. I wouldn't have taken the hits.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I was like, I want to do something more extreme, but they weren't like down for it. it was they were gonna put a pile of chairs, like, and they were gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 like that, right? And they were gonna pick me up from the third, and they were gonna throw me right onto them. And we scratched it out because one, we had to change locations, and two, well, there really wasn't much chairs to break. Pero like Ishan said, aquí estamos. Luchas extremas, can I keep doing them?
No.
Nah.
Yo, viste a mi suegra. Te pone tu lucha aquí.
That was a good one. What was your first, like, thought as soon as I told you, oh, by the way, I'm a wrestler? What was your first, like, thought when I said that?
I already had this feeling.
Was it because I
Por las
posted a
pictures
lot?
que ponías, ajá.
Okay, but like when I officially like told you, oh yeah, by the way, it looks like I'm a fan, but I'm actually a wrestler too. What did you say?
Dije, ooh, I have a man
No,
who wrestles.
No, I go there.
Qué bien.
When you were seeing me get beat, like actually like get beat in that other match I had, like the match I won against Rudy. Where I was literally throwing myself all over the floor, like actually, on el by variety meets, where he was throwing me all over the floor, like on the outside, and I would like actually like do the whole flip and like supercell and everything. What was going through your mind?
Fíjate que esa no se me hizo tan extreme.
It's because that one wasn't really an extreme
yeah,
match.
no,
It was
no.
just
Esa.
We wanted to, but no one brought chairs. First off, no one brought chairs. I wasn't wearing a belt. I was gonna wear the other gear, the cargo pant one, and that one has a belt, but he didn't want to take a belt to the face, so I put on the other gear. I wanted to though. I think I'm gonna start doing more luchas extremas.
No.
What's the question you got for me? I already asked like 4 or 5.
My mind is on blank.
Film a podcast, they said, bro. Make a podcast. Babe, you know what? Let's talk about that. Where the hell did you get the idea of doing a podcast? That's not you.
Porque miré el podcast de esta Maravilla y...
Oh.
Sí.
Sin máscaras.
Sí,
or
te
something
acuerdas,
like that. Mamba,
que te lo mandé. Sí.
So you got the idea from a wrestler. Damn. Which will be here on July 29. Maybe if I pull the right strings, I can get you backstage to meet Mamba. Maybe. I probably won't. Don't push me.
I'm not pushing you.
She's already pushing me, bro.
No,
I kind of wish we had video so you guys could see how abusive she is with me. She beats me all the time. We can't go recording something without her beating me once or twice, maybe 3 times. Let me just say you look too damn cute right now.
Tengo otra question.
Okay.
¿Cómo te sentiste cuando te dije, I see you as a friend? Así te dije, ¿sí o no?
Okay, the first time or the last time?
The first time.
I won't lie, it low-key hurt. But being rejected so many times and, you know, being told that so many times, it really didn't hurt as much. But this one did have, like, a little, like, moment of, like, damn, like, it hurt. Like, it actually hurt. Low-key, that one hurt. But I think it was because you were, like, messing with me a lot. You would, like, start flirting back and this and that. And I'm here falling for it. And then the time would come where I would, like, mess around back. And I actually tell you, like, hey, like, I actually do have feelings for you and everything. You would, like, shut me down. And I'm like, like, at one point I was like, the fuck? Is she just, like, fucking with me or something? And then that last time I told you, you know what? I'm gone. Don't, you know, yeah, I'm gone. That one was all random because then you're like, no, you know what? Like, I didn't know at that point if you were, like, messing with me or if you were, like, for real.
Uh-huh.
But
No, it was for real.
But then I was like, you know what? I really got nothing to lose. The worst thing she can do at this point is just reject me. And if she does, pues, I'm gone. And I'll straight up leave. I don't know if it's going to stop. All right, we're recording. Yay. Okay. Sorry about that. For some reason, our software like cut off at 15 something. So,
15
we were at the part where you were telling me how I felt after you told me I want to see you as a friend.
Mhm.
Those first few times, like the very first time, like I said earlier, it like actually hurt. No cap, it hurt. But after that second time, I was like, nah, she's just messing with me at this point. And I think you did that like 2 or 3 more times after that. But that last one, I was like, nah, she's just messing with me at this point. The way she's talking to me compared to how when she told me that first time was way different, like, super different. Cause you would say like straight up, I only see you as a friend. I only see you as a friend. And then you would like tell me now, like before, I only see you as a friend. And then like we would FaceTime at the time,
Uh-huh.
but you would say it and then give me like a little smirk. So that's when I'm like, nah, esta si quiere algo, and like,
Si quiere algo, pero tiene miedo.
like,
Porque se me
and
se
I
me
will call you
notaba.
out for it, and I will call you out for it. I'm like, ¿a qué le sacas? Like, ¿a qué le tienes miedo? And she's like, at one point, it was up to the point where I told her, dímelo la neta. I think I remember that last conversation we had before we actually, like, had a serious conversation. I'm like, dímelo la neta, ¿quieres algo conmigo? No, si no, pues, para largarme so I can't waste my time. I'm trying to find something serious, blah, 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 right? That's what I straight up told her. And then that's when it was like around 2 a.m. She was like hella tired, but I didn't want her to go to sleep because I wanted to finish this conversation. And she ended up falling asleep. And the following morning, I woke up for work. So I was in the shower, but before I got in the shower, I texted her something. For some odd reason, your ass was up. It was before you started working. Your ass was up. So I'm like, about last night, let's finish it off.
Yeah.
And plus, I put my phone to the side. I took a shower. As soon as I got out, I got like 4 or 5 different like voice messages. And throughout those 4 or 5 messages, it's all the same, but in different wordings, saying, "Oh, like I do like you. I do have feelings for you." And there is one clip that I saved personally.
I care for you.
Yeah, that one. It's that one. And it's when we're like, if something were to happen to you, of course I'm gonna be worried because I care about you. If I find that clip, I'll insert it. I probably do have it. I don't know if Vivi will feel comfortable with me placing it.
Yeah, put it.
And there's another clip where she's like, I'm getting attached or something like that. I catch feelings like that. Like she actually
Really quick.
she actually does the whole finger snapping thing. And that's when I kind of figured like, no, esta si quiere.
Como
Like,
que estaba haciendo un rap.
yeah, like you were like whole rhyming and everything. Like I'm like, Apple Simon. But one thing leads to another. The rest is all history. But it took us after that maybe like 3 months,
Mhm.
and then
Pues sí,
llegó
porque-
February.
Ajá.
February came along, and the original plan was the 14th or the 20. Oh no, the 14th or the 10th. Yeah, because the 14th we were gonna hang out, but we didn't.
Ajá. Porque era.
It was Valentine's Day,
Mhm.
and your parents were gonna suspect something because at the time, like, I'm pretty sure your mom knew who I was, but she didn't know who I was. Or when did she? When did she know?
There's a funny story behind it.
I gotta hear that one.
My mom stalked you on Facebook.
Oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure you told your mom, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and your mom did like straight up went to like stalk me.
I think so, but I don't
Up till this day.
I don't remember telling her your name.
Up to this day. Oh, I remember now. We hung out, the 3 of us, which ended up being 4. Remember, I got you and her the same. What's it called?
Era,
The
sí,
little
el
heart.
uh-huh.
And then that's when your mom asked who gave it to you, and you told them that me.
Yeah.
I'm starting to remember this now. And then the following morning, you told me my mom stalked you.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, how the hell did she find my Facebook first off? Because I had just
Te
created a new
mandé un
account.
screenshot de la combo entre
Mhm.
yo y mi mom.
And I had just gotten a new Facebook because I had to get a new Facebook.
Uh-huh.
And then that's when you told me, oh yeah, my mom stalked you. I'm like, how the hell did she find my new Facebook? And you're like, I don't know. And up till this day, I don't have the guts or the like, nada. I don't have the like.
To ask my mom.
Yes, I want to ask her so bad, pero no me animo. Like, I think it's el miedo de que like how she found out.
Pero ¿por qué tienes miedo?
You wouldn't be scared that my mom found your Facebook and went through it? Yeah. Like, aunque no pongo nada malo, the only thing
No,
I
yo sé.
put there is like stupid memes
I feel
and
like...
stuff like that.
Oh, ya me acordé. Te hice tag en el snap que puse.
Yeah, but that's my snap. How
Pero
else-
espérate.
my name does come out.
Ajá.
Yeah, but how the hell did she know what Facebook to find?
I don't know.
She found the first one. You told me she found it like that.
Tu otro Facebook ya no aparece.
Now, because I got it deleted. But before.
¿Cuándo?
It's barely like 2-3 weeks ago that I got it deleted.
Oh, apenas pasó.
Mm-hmm.
Qué raro.
Yeah, so it's like, it's kind of weird
Or
on
maybe
me.
le salía, no sé. No sé. No sé.
Suegra, if you watch this, tírame inbox. Tenemos que hablar serio. Quiero saber de eso, por favor. You think she'll even listen to this?
I think so.
I want to find out. Si mi suegra me manda mensaje, pongo en los comentarios que ya se habló. Damn. Funny story for that one.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind that last time I told you that I was like, when you actually opened up to me and told me you had feelings for me as well? What was going through your mind when I told you that, hey, I actually have feelings for you?
I was shocked.
Why though? Like, you already knew from the beginning.
Sentía como que no sé, no sé.
¿Cómo que no sabes?
Pues nunca pensé que fueras querido conmigo.
And I always say this, and I really haven't said it as much anymore. Because, like, the more I mention it, the more I start thinking about it, and the more, like, makes me think about the future. Like, don't get me wrong, I always want to think about the future. But, like, we always say, ¿quién diría que the ones who would never talk in high school? The ones that literally
The shy ones.
The shy ones. Bueno, the shy one, porque yo era bien...
Sí,
bien cagapalos.
capalísimo.
Me juntaba con Luis.
Uh-huh.
That has to tell you a lot. Like, back in, like... It was funny when I first found out Luis was your cousin, because I'm like, a la madre.
Todos me preguntaban, ¿Luis es tu primo? Y yo, sí. Ala, no parece. Le digo, sí,
yeah, it's because
primos.
Luis is otro, like, in high school, Luis era
No,
otro.
Luis era capalísimo también.
So, like, I know Luis, I
Pero
know
se
Cristobal,
juntaron.
I know el Yeeker, Roger, el otro Roger. I know a lot of people from El Cenizo, and like when people tell me, hey, conoce gente del Cenizo, and I give them a list of names,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, and I had someone walk into the store once, and they're like, hey, yo te conozco, güey. I'm like, ¿de dónde? And they're like, tú andas con la hija del panadero. And I was like, at the time, I didn't know your dad worked for, like, you know, the bimbo.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just, you're like, la hija del panadero. And that's when I quickly text you. I'm like, hey, does your dad work for the bread or something? And then that's when you tell me que sí. And they're like, oh, okay. Que era I'm not going to say names, but.
Uh-huh.
That's when that person told me, oh, tú eres el que anda con la hija del panadero. And from there on, pues, I've had people like be like, ¿dónde es tu girl? Y que sí que el otro. Because the first time I ever posted the picture that says, what did she say? People had an assumption that it was that other person.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't expect it for you to be the one that ended up. Even up till this day, I don't mind saying this on the podcast, my mom thought I was going to end up with her instead of you. And I was thinking, like, why? And, like, it was odd to me, but they're like, we honestly thought it was going to be you and her.
Mm.
And, like, it's really weird. What do you think would have happened if I would have ended up with her? Do you think we'd still be talking?
Yo como quiera te hubiera hablado. Los hubiera separado.
You would have found one way or another to get us to break up, okay?
Yeah.
Be honest, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? Yo, suegra, como quieras, iba a llegar a la casa algún día. Like, deadass, you would have, like, tried to break us up?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. She's only saying that just to start beef, guys.
Ay, que no.
No mames,
Sí.
a la madre. So your mission at once you found out you actually did have feelings for me, like, I better not lose him at this point. Damn. Ese hombre ya está muerto.
Desde el day que me dijiste que tenías crush en ella cuando estaban chiquitos.
Oh, yeah.
Dije, no. ella quiere con él o él quiere con ella. Pero no.
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 Wow.
Se chingó.
The fact that you would actually try to break up a relationship just to make it yours says a lot. Wow. So I was recently watching a podcast, and I sent you this podcast because one, it's a couple podcast. Two, so you could get ideas, but three, I started listening to it because, well, I needed new content while you were gone. I needed to watch new stuff. I needed to listen to like something at work, because most of the time I'm at work. In the mornings, I open at 10. So from the hours of 10 and 12, it's a little bit slow. So usually I listen to music, or I have Vivi bother me by sending me messages throughout that morning. So that's what she does. But she left for a whole week to Cancun, which is literally been 2 days since you've been back?
Yeah.
It's been 2 days since she's been back, and we're already recording this for y'all. Let's just say that that week felt like years.
I know.
Felt like years. And were we already dating when you went out of town to, I think it was Houston?
No.
It was the week before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was days before. It was days before. It was days before. Because remember, like, no one really has to know this. And I can cut it out of the podcast if you want. But this was literally the time we had that one big ass argument. Before we even dated. We got into an argument. I won't get into details, but we had gotten into an argument. Yeah, we had gotten into an argument, yeah. Because I was supposed to actually ask you out on the 14th of like the following month, which was March. Yeah, it was March.
Me fui en spring break, ¿no?
No, as a matter of fact, I should have it written down on I should have it written down on there. Because we were supposed to go on like a little date, you, me, and that other person. Like the three of us, like a friend date. And we didn't go because you canceled, but I ended up canceling in the group. And then we went at it for a little bit. And then that same night, no, the night before, I went with that person to do something at a show. And then from there, that following day, that's when you and me went at it. And then midnight struck, and then I started talking to that other person for us to meet. And then that's when I asked you out on the 27th. So the original date was supposed to be March 14th. No, March 10, my bad.
Fui en spring break, ¿no?
No.
No. No me acuerdo.
For spring break? What did you do for
Necesito
spring
que
break?
ir por los pictures.
I really don't remember what you did for spring break.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, but either way.
O creo que fue por ahí, por spring break.
Yeah, somewhere around that area.
Después del spring break. No sé, no me acuerdo.
But it was, you went to Houston. That's what I remember.
Sí.
And damn, ¿cómo pasa el tiempo? What was going through your mind that day when, like, I've done so many pranks on you, right? That day, the 27th, when I asked you out, when I told you we need to talk in private, I don't want to talk like in the house where my parents are at. I want to talk to you in private at the park at least or somewhere. And you're like, let's just park outside your house. And I'm like, no, it has to be far from the house because someone's gonna walk out and be like, hey, come inside. Obviously, that's an actual fact. But two, I needed to get you far away because obviously that person was in there, fixing up everything. Yeah. What was going through your mind when I was telling you in that parking lot of the park, hey, we need to spend time together? It was the week before your trip.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. I remember now because it was the week before your trip, and I had told you, hey, what's it called?
Que me dijiste, ya que regreses, ya me voy a ir.
Yeah, and I had told her that I was gonna go back and study medicine, but I wasn't gonna study here in Laredo. I was gonna study San Antonio or Houston or Alabama, something like that. I don't remember what I said. And I told her I start filing paperwork on Monday, so we have that whole week, and then you have your trip. And once you come back from your trip, I'm gone. So we have to spend this whole week together, and talk about it and actually, figure things out. What's gonna happen with you and me, even though we're not dating, but the feelings of being a couple were already there.
Yeah.
And what was going through your mind when I was telling you all that? Like, what was, like, actually tell me what you were thinking. Because when I asked you, I need you to talk to me, like, actually tell me something, you were just like, I don't know what to say. It's your, your thoughts, whatever, right? What was actually going through your mind? Like, would you have even stopped me if I were being legit?
I would have stopped you.
You didn't do shit. That's the thing. Like,
porque me pescaste en un momento como que wait, what?
At first, I had already done
Tenía muchos feeling surprised y luego scared. I wanted to cry.
I had already hit you with the I'm going to the military one, so I really couldn't have used that one. Because I had just done it days before, so she would have been like, nah, you're just messing with me, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So I had to come up with a new one, and I was like thinking of stuff in my head. I was supposed to have her, like, tell her, hey, I'm leaving, blah, 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 what do you think? And then she just hit me with like a 2-word answer. And I had to keep on, like, I had to get 5 minutes worth of, like, conversation wise. And you were just hitting me with, like, one or two words. I'm like, fuck, this is not going to work. I'm here texting this person back, hey, I need you to hurry up. I'm running out of things to say. Meanwhile, you're just there looking straight at, like, the baseball park with, like, God, the face that you made. On God wanted me to just, like, stop doing what I'm doing at that moment and just give you a big-ass hug because I didn't know if you were going to cry. I didn't know if you were going to start yelling. I don't know if you're going to do both. I don't know if you were just going to say, you know what, get off my car and get out of here, and you were going to leave. I don't know what was going to happen. I felt so bad. But once I got that message saying, yeah, come back, come over here. Yeah, that's when, like, my adrenaline was already running as soon as, like, the whole morning started. That's one. I had told Elba about it because I was a nervous wreck. That whole day, if I'm not wrong, I think she did register. She did register the whole day because I was way too nervous.
Y en el car te noté nervous también. Dije, nah, algo está pasando aquí porque agarrabas tu phone like así de la nada. I'm like, ¿con quién estará hablando?
One, we were on a time crunch schedule. She had already run late. She was already running late. It's in the video. 2, I was nervous more about the conversation that we were going to have after than the conversation before. 3, I swear to God, remember when you checked my pulse when after I had gotten out of my match the first time? You know how I was going boom, 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 boom? Okay, it was going like that, but maybe 5 times more faster. When I was inside of the room changing my shirt. I did change my shirt though.
Yeah.
Like, I did change my shirt. I swear, I think I was more nervous to ask you out than to take one of my tests when I was in college. Being honest, and those college tests were like, I was a nervous wreck for those. But this one was one of the worst ones I've ever experienced. My anxiety was through the roof. Like, I swear to God that at one point I felt like I was actually gonna throw up, but out of nerves. I had that person actually put their hand like right on my chest, and you can actually feel like the heartbeat. If I would have put a microphone right on my heart, you would hear boom, 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 boom. Like, you would have heard it. Here's a good one. When I told you, hey, vente pa acá, like, she's still in the restroom. Let's go to my room for now while she gets in here. What was going through your mind? Did you suspect that something was gonna happen, or were you just caught off all guard by everything that was there, or were you caught off by that person actually being in the room already, or
no, I didn't.
The video, or what happened?
No, I didn't suspect nothing.
No? You just thought it was gonna be a normal conversation we were gonna have?
Y luego cuando tu mamá dijo, apúrate, no sé qué. Dije, pues, ¿qué tan...? O sea, sí dije, ¿qué tanto está haciendo? Si nomás cambiarse se tarda 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes.
I was walking out of that room 3 times, and I never walked out until that last time. It's in the video. I slapped my face. I'm like, no, I gotta do this. I'm like, rebel mode. And I say, screw it.
Yo no lo vi because I was talking to his mom. No me acuerdo qué conversation teníamos. Pero era de que entré y me fui directly to her. Pues ya nos...
She always does that. Every time she gets you, the first thing she does is she goes straight to where my mom is at.
Yeah.
So I could go change.
Uh-huh.
Are we still recording? Yeah. Okay, so I could go change. And at that point, I said hi to my mom, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to go change. Ahorita vengo. She's like, oh, okay, go ahead. Even though I don't know why I asked you for permission to go change. I came into my room, and at that point, I'm like, hey, give me a second. I got to change my shirt. So I changed my shirt, and then I come back out of the closet because I wasn't going to change shirt in front of her. So I changed my shirt inside the closet, and she's like, all right, you ready? I'm like, no. Like, it's all on video.
Yeah.
And one thing leads to another. You walk in. What was your thought
No.
process as you walked in?
My face.
Your face went from serious to a smile to a what the fuck is going on to a happy to a what the fuck just happened.
Estaba confused. Because I was like, is this really happening? Así.
I was like nervous as fuck. As soon as I open the door, I'm just like, oh fuck, there's no turning back. And I swung that hole open. And the rest is all.
Oh, y las roses no las vi. I didn't see.
Oh
them.
yeah, up to this day, I feel so bad for that person because they took their time, their effort, to cut them out and place them on the floor perfectly where we wanted them to be, just for her not to notice it until I tell her, hey, by the way, look down. She looks down and she notices the rose petals. I felt so bad for that person. It's just down.
Pero a la misma vez es un good thing. Because vi tú.
And I had told that person, don't throw the rose petals on the floor outside. Do it just inside the room.
Las de outside, no me acuerdo verlas. No las vi.
That's the good thing because everything would have been ruined if you would have seen it. Because I don't know if you would have been like, you know what, aquí me quedo afuera. Or you know what I mean?
¿Por qué voy a decir eso?
Because at the time you were telling me, I'm not ready.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to ask you out and you not being ready. And then that night before, when I asked you if I were to ask you out, what would you like? Are you even ready? And you're like, no, I'm not ready. And then you're like, you know what? I am ready, but not tomorrow.
I know.
Like not tomorrow. And I'm just in my head. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be an issue. So in my whole head, I'm like, I hope she doesn't see the rose. I hope. And I was gonna pick them up, but I'm like, if I bent over to pick them up and you notice that I'm picking something from the floor in front of my room, I'm like.
Bueno, eso sí lo hubiera visto.
I would have been like, something's off here.
Uh-huh.
So I just like hoped you didn't see, which is a good thing you didn't. Like, up till today, I'm still trying to like process my head how I managed to actually get out of that room without being pushed. Being honest. Si así de nervioso me puse just to
Mira,
ask
así
you
de
out.
confused estaba. Miré la question, no contesté. Me quedé como shocked. Pues, I didn't expect it.
I'm not gonna lie, you're the only person that I've ever asked out and actually like asked out. Nada de que like
I'm special, guys.
special ed. I'm playing. No, she's honestly the only person I can tell you I've ever like tried to go all out for. Not to lie, you're the only girl I've ever bought flowers for.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit says a lot. That should say a lot. And many people know that I've never bought flowers for no one. You're the only person I bought flowers for.
I love you, baby.
Love you too. Just damn.
Ya vamos para 5 months.
5 months down.
Halfway.
If I got so nervous just to ask you out, imagine when I proposed. I'm gonna need paramedics on site. I'm gonna need paramedics. I'm gonna need a whole ass ambulance. I'm gonna need the hospital on speed dial. Let them know I'm on my way under a cardiac arrest. They better have the crash cart ready because I'm probably gonna show up in code blue. They better be ready for me in that hospital, cause. Ooh, you heard that?
Yeah.
That was my ankle. They better be ready because I'm probably gonna pass out. So, speaking of that, just thinking about it right now, what's on your mind if I were to tell you, oh, proposal? Like, what comes to your mind as soon as you hear that from me? And be honest.
Like right now?
We're talking about this whole like marriage and proposal thing. What's going through your mind right now?
I don't know. I'm nervous because it's like something, like another chapter.
Yeah, like this is already a new chapter for us. Like, not the dating part, but more like a big step in our lives where we actually open. Like, it's hard to explain. I'm always able to explain this.
We're barely 4 months and we're already thinking of moving out.
Yeah, people didn't know about that till now.
It's okay.
Um,
They have to know.
like, we're only in 4 months, and like we're already planning our future.
Mm-hmm.
We've had deep conversations that we hope to one day talk to you guys about it in our episodes. We've talked about kids. We've talked about marriage. We've talked about how we're gonna do it when we move out. We've talked about literally everything. Like where more or less we want to live. If we want to live out of state or out of town, leave Laredo, leave Cenizo, all that. We've talked about all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope to one day be able to like talk to you guys about it, like actually express it.
We will.
Just give us some time to get adjusted to this whole podcast thing. I'm not gonna lie. Just think like that first day we had a conversation about the houses, or we're like where you want to live and this and that. I felt like we were turning the page to a new chapter, but that chapter won't be fully open till we have the keys in our hand.
Yeah.
And as for the baby thing, I think like not saying like it's gonna happen now, but I feel like it's gonna happen soon. Like I'm not saying like 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from
right
now,
now,
yeah.
no.
Like it will happen soon. There is a lot of people that have been like, cuando van a tener kids?
Asking us.
Yeah, like they're like, when are you guys gonna have kids? Like when is the kid coming? And we're just like, yo.
¿Cuándo me va a hacer tía?
Yeah, shout out to Sophia for that one. I'll name blast her on here. Shout out to Sophia for that one. She once said, cuando me van a dar un sobrino, sobrina. ¡Mofongo!
I actually was like, Sofía, cálmate.
I'm not gonna
Pero
lie.
nunca me lo sospeché de ella.
I would have thought Vale would have said something first.
I think so too.
But no, it turns out it was Sophia. But there is only one thing I do have in my mind that I can't let that one slide. We have to make sure your grandma's a young... Your grandma? We have to make sure your mom is a young grandma like she asked. So we have to keep her wishes for sure. So before she hits the age of like...
Y siempre le digo joking a mi mamá y a mi mamá, le quiero mucho. Le digo, ya te voy a hacer abuela. ¿Estás loca? Y yo, pues, ¿quieres hacer abuela joven?
She hits you with the, quiero ser abuela joven. And then you're like, vamos a tener hijos. ¿Estás loca? And then you made French toast that one day. And I'm like, ya te puedes casar. ¿Quién fue el que te dijo eso? Que ya te puedes casar.
Actually, both. My mom and my dad.
Pues ya nos podemos casar.
Say less.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of have a more or less idea of how I want to, like, propose.
Una cosa sí. Yo quiero ser mamá antes que mi otra hermana. O sea, yo soy la mayor. Yo tengo que ir primero.
No, neta, si sale Vale embarazada before you...
I'm gonna get mad. No,
we're gonna work on a kid ASAP as soon as we find that out.
No mad, pero I'm gonna be like, I had to be first.
We're gonna be disappointed. Super disappointed. Because how is it possible that they had kids before us?
Yeah.
There was this conversation we had once. It was you, me, Sophia, and Mofongo.
Stop.
It was Mofongo. It was us four. We were having a conversation in your living room. It was on a Saturday. Were you actually waiting for the right person to come by? Or was you just lucky enough to like find me?
No, I was.
Which one though? First one or the second one?
I was waiting for
the right one. But I remember that you were talking to someone else before me.
No hablemos de cosas tristes.
No, like dead ass. You were talking to someone else while you and me started talking.
No, that was before.
That was before we started talking when I was working at the carnival?
Yeah. Was it?
I don't know, because we started talking like back in like March
I
or April.
started to talk to him in high school. Pero no me acuerdo si era... I think it was junior year. Junior year y senior year. Pero ya, pues... Sí, senior year fue cuando... Senior year was I still talking to him? Sí, todavía no hablaba contigo.
No, yeah. But I'm talking like when we first started talking, when we were like actually starting to like realize we both had feelings for each other. Were you still talking to him?
No.
I thought you were.
No?
I guess I got the dates all mixed up when you were telling me about him. Because I thought you were still talking to him at the time.
Last day que le hablé fue my birthday, pero no era este year.
When
Maybe
you
last
turned 20.
year.
When you turned 20?
I think so. Me quiero tratar de acordar, pero de tantos dates que tengo en mi mind, como no me acuerdo. I need to like go through. Oh.
Does you have pictures of her?
Yeah.
Wow.
¿Qué? Las quito ahorita, las quito.
Nah, it's fine. I just know one thing though. Yo gané, perros.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, from all my relationships, this is the only one that still makes me nervous up to today.
Why?
I don't know, it's just like the whole idea, like, no toco una, like, una buena, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So up till today, me dan nervios. The nerves are still there though, like, anytime we're gonna hang out, like, I do get nervous. Ooh, no. They skip it. Ah, fuck.
Damn.
No. Yes. Yes. We need to do that.
Yeah.
ASAP. But
Me
no.
quedé por November.
We'll just say it was in November.
Pero si era, yo me acuerdo perfectamente que fue cuando me di cuenta que pues, traía girl.
Mm-hmm.
Y me echó mentiras porque me dijo, no tengo name.
So being honest, is that the main reason you were like scared?
Yeah. Yeah, porque last year I was working already.
We were already dating by then, no?
2022?
Ah, no.
Baby.
That's when we knew we liked each other already.
Yeah.
Ya estábamos 100% sure que sí
Estábamos como
queríamos.
midway, I think.
We were dating, but we weren't dating.
Ajá.
Damn, cómo pasa el tiempo. Yo, that first time that we went to Sophia's soccer game, bro. I was so... I think I was more nervous because this would have been the first time that I went with you guys to go do something.
Uh-huh.
So, like, when that trip came around, where you're like, hey, you want to come with us? And I ended up, like, having to ask for the day and everything. And I did get it. And I was able to go. I think I was more, like, relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had already broken, like they say, that barrier. But I was just more nervous than anything that first day when I went to Sophia's soccer game. I was so nervous, like, literally, my knees were shaking. My arms were heavy, like, me sentía raro.
Uh-huh.
Pero no, me subí el carro y miré a Luis y hace cuenta como que everything went...
It was before my birthday. Aquí sale en este video.
It was before your birthday?
Yeah. Sí. Era el 24.
Yo no me
todavía
sé...
no. Era 2021. We
no, todavía ni hablábamos.
Yeah,
yo no me sé qué perro...
I'm loyal, guys.
Yo no me sé qué perro yo gané.
Sí.
Ay, el Sancho con el que estás hablando ahorita.
No, yo no tengo Sancho.
Guys, she has a whole ass Sancho.
No,
bro.
I
She
don't.
She has a whole
I
ass Sancho.
don't.
She has a whole Sancho. She has a Sancho.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
Yes, she does.
No, I don't.
And... Was that mine or was it yours?
Mine.
Mira, también se prendió el group chat. I think it was the group chat.
Sí.
Yeah. ¿Me puedes mandar el Hey, yo, que estaban grabando ustedes allá.
Sí.
Estaban grabando. I'm gonna cut that part out.
I got another question for you.
A ver.
How did you feel meeting my parents?
Oh.
¿Qué te dije? You
Okay, first
have
off,
to meet them because my parents were like, I don't know, exhausted to meet you.
okay, first off, I won't lie. I was a little nervous. I was nervous, I won't lie. Like, sí tenía nervios. But I felt kind of like prepared, low key.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I wasn't. Because I don't know what questions your mom was going to ask. I don't know what questions your dad would ask. So, like, it was like I'm sorry. So, it was like a... What if I say something I shouldn't say? You know what I mean? Like, what if I somehow, like, say something that offends your mom or your dad? You know what I mean? So, I'm just there like, screw it. Whatever happens, happens. So, that moment that we're coming into Rio Bravo, that's when it started sinking in. I'm like, oh, fuck. No la cagues. And you know how there's that church right in front of, like, Rio Bravo? Y nos persinamos. You know how there's that church right in front of Rio Bravo, right? Y uno se persina por their beliefs. Pues yo persiné and I started having a little prayer inside of me. I'm like, ayúdame, que esto, like, for everything to go well. Like, I was nervous as fuck. And the only thing I remember from that, like, whole entire day, that one night, was fue un gusto en conocerlos, ya me voy. I don't remember any of the conversation. The only thing I remember of that conversation was your dad asking me about my work.
Yeah.
Like, que si todavía tenía el camión y que si que el otro. That's the only thing I remember. Eso y que decías antes de que empezaras ahí. It's the only thing I remember. After that...
Yeah, you were making conversation.
Yeah, I had to make conversation. And then they asked me to play loteria. Like, I had, like, one...
Guys, you were shy.
I was so shy que I said no. Like, I would have played, pero es que todos tienen su manera de jugar.
Sí.
There's some that play rudos, like they actually like straight up echan madres and everything. There's some people that play like you guys, and there's some people that play like my family. You're a cheater, like messing around, like love to screw around with each other. I think I was just more nervous than anything to like hang out with y'all.
No querías ni comer, babe.
No, but I had actually already eating. I was already
Seguro,
full.
siempre traes.
No, I had actually already eaten. I had already eaten. Straight up, I had already eaten. I had a late lunch. Acuérdate que la ama... no, Elba was... No, la ama de Elba estaba ahí. So I had a late lunch. When she's there, I know I'm going to have a late lunch.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, kind of like, I'm going to feel bad for declining your mom's food. And then the trip came around.
Until now no has probado la comida de mi mamá.
¿Nunca me quieres llevar?
No.
Mañana me llevas.
¿Qué te llevo?
Lo que haga tu mamá.
A ver qué hace con...
Ya dijiste. And it's on video evidence. If you do not take it, I'm going to call you out in the next episode. You have to come take me.
Más bien tú tienes que ir a comer allá.
No, es que ya comí. Hashtag mandito. Mofongo. Don't ask us where mofongo comes out from. Just, we're going to make shirts that say mofongo on it. With Mandito's face on it where he's covering his face. He's covering his face. Mofongo. Those are going to be only exclusive to us. Speaking of merch, link description below, guys.
Okay, Mandito is my sister's boyfriend. For the ones that don't
Es el
know.
mofongo.
I know.
God. If this is only episode 1, guys, imagine the upcoming episodes. Episode 2 is pretty much just gonna be Vivi talking about her trip to Cancun. And that's about
like
it.
how you felt.
Todo.
Yeah.
Including that incident that happened to you.
Ay, no.
You're gonna have to talk about all of it.
Les voy a decir from day 1 to the last day.
I just know it was pure hell for me. Straight up, I couldn't sleep. I would eat todo eso like bien, nada bien for the whole entire week. I just couldn't sleep. And if I would sleep, let's suppose, like, tú te dormías hasta las 2, 3 de la pinche mañana y te valía. Mientras tanto, yo me dormía a las 12, me levantaba a las 2. Y luego de las 2 me quedaba dormido, me levantaba a las 4 y ya no dormía.
Okay, so déjalo para episode 2.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep at all.
Yeah, déjalo para episode 2.
Felt like years.
It did.
It's my turn.
No.
We're going to Hawaii, bitches. At least I'm staying in the fucking US, damn it.
Y te iba a invitar.
I wouldn't have gone.
Pero
I wouldn't have gone either way.
we planned that trip
I wouldn't have gone either way.
Well, no, that's for the next episode.
Either way, I wouldn't have gone.
I know, because it's a week.
That's 1. 2, I don't know where my fucking passport's at.
Pues yeah. No, eso déjalo para episode 2.
Yeah, we'll leave that for episode 2.
Episode 1. We're gonna finish here.
Oh, we're over. Okay, that one.
No.
Alright, guys, I'm now single. I am now single.
No.
I am now single, ready to mingle. Hit me up. Las güeritas, la de Aranda, la de pelirrojo. La vecina, el vecino. A la verga, ¿qué fue el vecino?
No, yeah. No, like, I mean, like, this episode is over.
Oh, episode. Oh, we're over, guys. Once again,
Dije
I'm single.
episode.
Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel where I post single content. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Oh.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans.
I don't have OnlyFans.
Nah, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys thought about episode 1. We're gonna try to keep the episodes at least an hour long, or at least hit the 1 hour mark. If you guys want, like, the trailer on Spotify has the, what's it called, has a little question section, so you guys can go ahead and type your questions in there, and from time to time we'll check it out and answer questions once in a while.
Podemos meter questions like in the next episode,
in the comments,
or third episode, como sea.
In the comment section as well here on YouTube. Ask us your questions. Send us DM on Instagram. Everything is in the link in the description below, guys. What else can we say? I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1.
Episode 1, baby.
You tried that so many times in your head and it didn't come out.
I
like how our trailer says, "Hey guys, this is BB." BB, bien acá, bien fresita. It's BB. Andabas bien fresita. It's BB.
Es que el trip me mandó fresita.
No shit.
No, I'm
no
just saying.
Shit, Sherlock. That's for episode. We're leaving that shit for episode 2.
Okay.
You left to Cancun, bien acá.
That's for episode
all
2.
Sad.
That's for episode.
All sad. I'm leaving you for a week. I'm leaving you for a week. I'm gonna miss you. Once you're there. Pero según tú, the service is gonna be awesome. Va a estar con madre.
Fue lo que me dijeron.
Eso
fue la comadre. Me dijo, va a estar con ganas el service. Y va a agarrar service.
The service.
Llegamos ahí. No, hombre, freaking service. No.
You know how we have Life 360, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. When you told me I'm on the plane, in my head I'm like, I want to see if this is true. It shows that you're supposed to be not like that you're actually there.
Uh-huh.
Like, I read that supposedly it actually, you know how when you're driving it shows a little vehicle?
Yeah.
Well, it says that you're on a plane, like an actual plane comes out. So I'm here checking, and you're already halfway through your trip, or so I'm thinking. And it comes out that you've been at the airport since, like, before you even took off. And I'm like, okay. And then you arrive, and I'm not gonna lie, I left it there the whole entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, I just see the whole little marker go, I'm like, okay, that was one quick-ass trip. And then that's when you text me, I'm here, and I'm like, oh, I already know, I saw. And in my head, I'm like, did I just fuck up by telling her I just saw? And it was hilarious because I was a little. I'm like, okay, then Life 360 works like that. Okay, so I'm like, nah, esa apagó su phone or something. But I'm like, if you turn off your phone, uno se da cuenta.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, oh, she probably put it on airplane mode or do not disturb or something. Y se cambió todo eso. Like, as soon as you turn it on,
Bueno, pues actually, when you're on the plane, you have to put it on airplane mode. Yeah. You have to.
No shit.
Por eso. Y pues no, like, no. Pues no hay nada de señal ahí arriba.
Neta.
Cállate.
Why'd you grab my book? What the hell? But I guess that's gonna be all, guys. Episode 2. I think we should, like, film once a week. So we can have a release once a week. Maybe release every...
Si no, cuando se pueda.
We can record every Friday, Saturday, or Sundays. Mm-hmm. Release Monday. So we could probably have a weekly episode on Mondays if we can. If not, well, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Expect new content. July 29th, we have another vlog. I think, but this time it's going to be for my channel. Depending. If Gustavo goes, it's for my channel. Because he's going to get chopped. Okay. # Mark the Gus. And I guess that's gonna be it. Anything else you want to say? Episode 1.
Done.
VNH out.